nothing less. Oh wow, Zanjan didn't stand a chance. Let's keep on killing, keep on moving, and whoa, what is this? What the heck is this? Well, it's a battle that I don't get to fight, so I shall temporarily block them and then slaughter them. It's the right thing to do. You folks, however, there's a lot of land that's been occupied here, and I don't like that. I do, however, love slaughtering my enemies, especially when it's a complete wipe like that. Good job. My lack of forts here make it far too easy for my enemies to get by, so just stand there as a human shield. Interestingly enough, that won't work. They could go and pass through that. So standing Cataman instead. Who owns Constantinople? That would be our good friends Lithuania. I have a claim on it. That claim won't be good forever. I'll probably have to reclaim it because I don't want to take it until we've invaded Britannia. Because of course we're doing this historically accurately. My favorite part of Roman history was the deep inspiration they took from the Burmese. I should also not be bullied by such a fleet. Get over there. Kill all who try to stop you. Scuttle them. Okay. Hang on. That I didn't see coming. How did they even get there? Well, I don't like it. Just go and wipe them up a bit. The most important part of the war is already being done here. Tibrites are losing considerably, not to the point where we'll give this up, but perhaps the loss of gold stand this place. And where's their capital anyway? Oh, I've taken their capital a while back. Should all be good though. Okay. Yeah, they still have an army or two, which is probably not the best thing to be splitting my army up over here over. Oh no, Crimean separatists. Well, we can take care of those soon enough. That's nice professionalism, but I'm not at the stage where I want to spend 2,000 ducats on this guy. So get out of here, foreign drill instructor. I'm interested in foreign money instructor. Alright, they all fall down. Might be an idea to have you guys clean up these occupations a bit. I don't like them. I especially don't like that they just marched on in and did them. But to be fair, I'm kind of doing the same to them. You do that, you stand there so nobody feels like picking on them. Forget war taxes, we made good on our money for a wee bit. And just admire how close they come to wanting peace with me. Grabbing these two fortifications should be enough. I may need to go on to Korumbad. We'll see where that goes. Well, you could already make your march there. Mr. Moreno knows how to siege down a fort. Well, they were there, and now they're gone. And in come the next batch of conversions. And I know I have lazy merchants. That's just how this campaign goes. Let's have you guys move together for a bit. 44. Need that fort down though. Well, both those forts down, if such a thing can be requested. Down you go. Although, I mean, why would I step away without all of your money as well? Probably because I need a relatively short truce to get that last province off of you in good time, so I'll settle for meager amounts of dosh. Yeah, I do want to get those cores going as soon as possible. It's a shame this costs an very not funny amount of diplomatic power, but I need to do this separately. Well, need to, it's all relative, because it'll allow me to separate piece Mushasha out of existence. And I think deep down we all want Mushasha out of existence. Get you folks over there, just kind of surround Mushasha. Ensure that he can't even breathe without us knowing about it. And those Crimean separatists kind of do me a favor, so I don't mind them being there. Ooh, that isn't so hot though. If I don't do something, you're gonna get smooshed. Didn't think that Shirvan would still have such an army, but they do. Yeah, there's no resurrection for you, I'm afraid, and let's not chase defeat. Well, I'll be damned. There were 2,000 brave cannoneers who survived that encounter. And he's off to Damascus. Fine by me. No, please take that route. Get over there. You'll all join together. In fact, why even wait? Let's just go on the offensive. You guys can take these ones down. Aha. Your hesitation shall see you killed. Oh yeah, I forgot about this troop. Come back then. You guys all head down to Cairo for one big holiday. It's like a trip to Thor Park, but probably infinitely better. Truces are all gone. It's not impossible that the coalition comes back to bite me here. But it's also not impossible that I demand some provinces off of these suckers while we're here to keep the truces running. I'm thinking Ansbach. And I'm also thinking, if I make it too high a development province, then they're definitely not going to say yes, because there is such thing as relative worth of province. So let's go for Limburg. That should suffice. I'm more interested to see if the coalition reforms. If it does, that's bad news. If it doesn't, that's not bad news. Who would have thought? Man and cannon versus cannon. Interesting, but take 2 man and cannon. You guys are sitting around doing a whole lot of not much. It would be beneficial for me to get Fars out of this war, so I'll just make a march in his capital. He doesn't have much of a country, so it should be an easy peace to get. Culture conversion cost reduction. That's what we're all waiting for, really. But I need that admin for these cores. I did start coring all this land, right? Of course I did. Jeez, something wrong with my head today. It's because I didn't get the pop-up, because for once I took a modest amount of land. I can't core some of it, because Mushasha no doubt have cores on them, but we'll get there. In fact, Mushasha will be the next to fall. Time for the next wave of conversions, although sadly they are fairly misplaced. Deus Vault after dip 23 right on time. Well, the other ideas came first, and I needed my admins so badly for this campaign. Right, so those Crimean separatists, how much do I care about them? As long as they stay out of the land that I deem as mine, it should be okay. Speaking of, I should prep up that peace deal. I want this coastline because I don't like your boats being here. And I should take pretty much everything else he's got. It's only right. Well, I'm not meant to be going for full annexation here, but that's pretty brutal. But our border is not here. Our border is a little further. It includes that, I believe. Good. a war with Russia is inevitable, but they are so dirt poor. And their alliance with Tabrits is actually something I probably should have broken earlier, but what you gonna do? It's a peace deal so good they'd already take it, so maybe I should demand Mushashan land with it as well. Nah, Mushasha costs more than 20% to take over. They're also not a co-belligerent, are they? Yeah, I'll separate peace Mushasha. It's a shame, but sometimes you just gotta pay the ferryman. And I need some troops stationed here for the inevitable complaints about my benevolent rule. Jinx. Stay on Baghdad where the supply is better. The supply is pretty bad all around here. Get up to Tabriz, or better yet... Is there even better? God, who even lives here? Mushasha, you fought well. Well, you fought. But now you no longer exist. Farewell. Now they don't get in the way of my coring. And we should get all of that done in about a year and a half. And once that is done, we eat Shirvan. There's a milkshake there, and we shall be drinking it. Oh, Fars has a province here. Fortunately for Fars, oh no, very unfortunately for Fars, it is on my take list. Well, how unfortunate for them. So we'll have units stationed around here, which is all good. You guys remain the defense force around here. Goody. Jake, I don't think you need Astara. 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 Regrettably, it's part of this whole area, and I want to stick to areas here. If I were to just take single provinces, I would be unsatisfied. So I refuse to be unsatisfied. Okay, be reasonable, Fars. It's time for you to just give in and give me that province. And all of your money while you're at it. Man, I knew I could make unbeatable peace offers. Spread my forces a touch thin, though. If I were to be attacked in Europe by a giant coalition, I'd have very little to fend it off with. Perhaps a sizable stick at best, so let's head on back with you. Thank you, Java update available for that noise. I'm sure plenty of people just check their system. Plenty more on YouTube later on. Let's add that to the coring pile, and then I just kind of sit on this poor sod for a while. He has 1,000 men. I'm looking at them. Just wipe them out, take Van, and we're all good. Unfortunately, it's a little over my overextension limit, so it's not wise to take the whole lot. But just because something's not wise doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. I could always sell one of the provinces to Russia if they're not at war, and then take it back when I'm at war with Russia. I do not need this military access to Russia, let's not have that. I could actually just fight Russia as well, so we can just be done with all the fronts over here before we invade Britannia, because we have a few years before that as well. Tabriz. Yeah, that Tabriz alliance is actually one of the worst ones. I don't even know what Mahra is. What's a Mahra? Sizable-ish. But no, Tabriz is the real painful one. Don't you dare... Oh, you're guaranteed by Tabriz. That is interesting, but Tabriz have been declawed. I should be able to take them down, no problem. Still, the cores are to be done first. Well done on 54 months FPQC, but I truly wonder what you're thinking. If Russia's not at war, they'll probably accept me selling them this garbage land. Ah, jeez. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez. All these fools I gotta fight. I don't need their bonus to peace here. If I leave 1, 2, 3 of you stationed to look after the area, you can take care of the Mamluks. That means I can pull back these units. You head over there. You head over there. I don't really have much of a defense of Italia, but Italia has a ton of fortifications to keep it safe, so it shouldn't be too shabby. How cute. Oh, also, if Tabriz gets involved, that gives me an opportunity to take that province as well. It's kind of good that Tabriz guarantee Mamluks. So that means all of these provinces, yeah, these are all spoken for, and it's just one war with Russia to take this. And let's be honest, look at the size of Russia. Although they might have a lot of men to throw at me, I don't think they're going to offer up much resistance. That said, though, I don't know where their resistance is going to come through. If it's through here, I have a good line of forts. Well, I have a line of forts. Maybe not good. Maybe I should upgrade you. You're just not cutting the mustard these days. Level 6 I'll have to do for you. Oh, jeez. Too many level 2 forts around here. You, I don't think need it so much. I'll make you level 4. Der Haag now follows the one true faith. Man, we made quite the killing on the faith front. Wouldn't be very historical for Roman Empire to have crises when it comes to religion. A couple of well-placed level 2 forts here. And a level 8 fort there, jings, that's crazy talk. Once we make peace with Shirvan, we sell one province to Russia and then attack Russia. In what I can only assume is an amazing move. They don't have cores in this land, so it should be relatively free to do. The alternative is that I attack Mamluks and Tabriz, since the situation with them, politically, is a bit better. But who knows when Russia's going to get some other ally. And this is a perhaps even safer way to take on Tabriz. Not sure if safer is the word. I should just fight both of them. Mamluks first. Then I draw Tabriz into this war, and then I can have a one-front war with Russia. Okay. It's all sorted, we just need to execute on it. Although... what's this? Oh, Ottoman separatists. We might see the Ottomans back on the map. I can't see Lithuania invading and taking care of that. That's fine though, the Ottomans are an easy one to just pick off. They'll be there with one single province. Yeah, this is not the army to invade Russia with. I need at least another 40 stack there. You two are spoken for. Well, when I said 40 stack, I meant a couple of 40 stacks. Yeah, Shirvan should be fine, but I'll get you to Yerevan and you to Shirvan. You control half the world, Jake. Stop worrying so much about fights you know you'll win. I know I'll win them, but I don't like it when the enemies slither in past my defenses, spread out and carpet siege me. It just leaves me feeling a bit icky. I don't want to feel icky. I'm Rome. Abolition. The slave market has crashed. No! What am I going to do with Cape? Well, if slaves aren't worth money, why am I keeping them around? Abolition of slavery requires overextension to be low. Makes tax go down as well. That doesn't sound good at all. But at least I'll stop having worthless slaves. You have the gold to build forts. Heck, you're the great PRoman Empire. Fortifying your borders is a given. I certainly have raw cash, but I hemorrhage the cash whenever I have large amounts of overextension, because I have to pay down that corruption. And it ain't cheap. And again, these are all these missionaries that I'm paying through the nose for, but that's exactly what we want to do. Ah, pedantic Mikey bit the bucket, but he was a good fighter. Alright, how those cores looking at? Almost done. And then it's almost time for the further invasions. Mamluks are going down. Perhaps I should get into position to crush Ligor as well. I won't separate police Ligor, I'll just leverage them as extra war score. God, they won't know what hit them. The Mamlukian capital is right there in Azrak. Down that'll go as well. I can make my move on all of that with you. Oh no. Stability was so high for so long, perhaps too high for too long. Is there a way to gain Hellenistic faith? Custom nation. That's about as good as you can get it. Marital bliss. That sounds like money. That would be my kind of marital bliss. Being a dink. Double income, no kids. I get into Ganja Field reweeded because Yerevan ain't got the support for you. Ganja Field was a hell of a killing floor map. Always gave me a good giggle playing that one. Okay, the overextension problem, if it could even be called that, is just about over. I need to consider how much I need to sell to Russia to get that overextension down, though. It's going to be at 103, so I'll probably sell Laika or Lakia. Of course, I'll be coming straight back for it. I hope Russia want it. What if they say, no, I don't want it? Which they could do. They very could do. Then I'm just saddled with land, too bad. Or I could sell something to Tabrits. That might even work better. I could, for example, give them Malachites and then slaughter them in the Mamlukian War for it. They don't have cores on any of this Shirvani land I'm about to take over. All done and dusted, except for one little province. It's not a lot of overextension, but I'm still going to wait it out. Ottomans. Damn, that's not even in my zone of control, and I really cut back on the funding for armies around here. Cossack aggression. Put them to justice. Lithuania will. Good. Dang, I should have kept them in check by having my navy stationed here. Alright, all cores are done. GB is sowing discontent. Let them try. They're just jealous of my massive empire. Taking all this land, saying to hell with overextension. I'm taking your money as well. I know you won't mind. I'll probably mind a bit. Well, that's good. Now, before we get going with this, who wants to buy my land? Try my luck with Russia first. No, Malachite seems like the safer choice. No, they say... Oh, no. Not accepting culture. Not the same religious group. Oh, well, I guess it being Coptic probably has a thing or two to do with that. I'd have to give you one of these, like Astra or Shirvan. Shirvan was very expensive. I don't want to give it up. And I doubt the Russians particularly... Oh, they're far too in debt to accept any of it. Okay, well, getting bad events from overextension is the worst thing to happen here, so they would take Astra, but it's not high enough to get rid of this overextension malice. They'd certainly take Shirvan, I'm sure. I don't think they'll take any of these other things because outside of coring range, damn it, I gotta lose Shirvan. Well, I'm not giving it away for free. I demand some dosh. Before I sell it though, I need to get this core going or else that core will be blocked. It shouldn't block anything else though. Clonk. Hey, that's a good way to exile troops on command. I'll file that one away in the head. Alright, so now I'm below the overextension limit, and I'm going to beat them up for that province later. Wish I'd destroyed that fort now. But I kind of want it when I take it. It blocks off the area. Not nice enough though, I'd rather have the fort on somewhere defendable. Well, they can pay for it for a bit, and then I'll make them pay. Just create an OPM client state, dow it when needed. Nah, don't want to deal with truces and that kind of lark. You know how it is. Okay, so these cores are going now. I'm not in the danger zone. And then Russia and the Mamluks fall, and then the time will have passed, the time to crush Britain. And during all this, I will have sealed the deal on PRoman borders in the east. Then it's just the last of the west to wrap up. A great advisor has died. Inquisitor. Oh, our Inquisitor. I liked having those. We'll have another one, even if he's a bit cheaper. Okay, I see little reason not to... No, not that. I see little reason not to just have this war going immediately anyway. The question is who I'd rather fight at this point, Russia or Tabriz. Well, both is the answer, but Mamluk seems a less stressful war to involve Tabriz in. Alright, we'll just knock him dead, knock him brown bread. Not leaderless though, I want Mr. Moreno on that. There's still a Tabriz to invade. Fortunately I got all the cores done on all their land, and they don't mind the conversions so much. But I just need them crushed swiftly in this war. Didn't give him a chance to not pay for that fort, but oh wow, there's a fort he's not paying for. That's hilarious. But he's not in the war just yet. And your capital is over there. How I would like to march on that. Ah, well, I need this fort down first. 10,000 garrison. That's a crazy large garrison you have there. Get there on the 3rd of May. I disagree. Amaralon, make it so. 28th. We'll have this fort down in note. It's not a fort. It's the wrong province. 5th of May. How disappointing. No point force marching on it then. We'll just take him down. I need to rip through those forts anyway. I think Mamluks would not be too opposed to peace pretty quickly given the state of their country. If at this point you can even call it a country. I'll make my peace entirely with Mamluks. There is no need to push my luck any further. I already moved you guys into position. I don't know where Ligor's army is, but I know where the country is. Under my boots. Kumbermeister says, hello Jake and chat. Well, hello. Did you build enough ships for the UK invasion? No, you never have enough ships for a UK invasion. However, what I do have... Where the heck's my navy? Here it is. Is that all I got? That doesn't seem right at all. 42 deckers is certainly not enough. Come on, we got the supply limit for this. Are 2 deckers the best I can offer at this point? No, I think it's about the 3 deckers right now. Let's get those triple decks going. Although I really, really want my... Shouldn't have done that. I lost those sailors, but I don't think sailors is going to be too much of a problem for a guy that has all of this. 8, 9, 10. It's fine. It's within my my truce timer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll take me up to 60. Then I can park 20, 20, 20, and very quickly try to shuffle across here. Super quickly. Might not work. Might fail miserably. 92 transports also might not be enough, but I'll send over a flat 80 stack to hold out in one of these provinces. The amount is never enough, you know that. Slight problem with this is Brits are going to say yes to